Well, hello there. I'm Jacob, and I'm 15 years old. And I did a crazy thing for love. There, I said it. Come on, I bet you can relate. Admit it. What crazy things have you done for love? Oh, and when I say that what I did was crazy, I mean crazy. I bet you can't top this one. Because not only did I end up here, but I ended up with this. And this. So, did I get the guy or not? And how did I get this injury? Well, this is my story. I bet you're dying to meet him, the object of my affection. Meet Cody. I was at an average house party until Cody walked in. He wasn't a show-off or needed all the attention. And he had this cool confidence about him without having to say much. Now, I know that I'm a bit of a catch. Good-looking, into sports, cool dresser, and I'm used to getting a lot of attention. You get it. I flash the old dimple, drop in that I have a cool after-school job. So I went over to him, but then, bam! I froze. I didn't flash my dimple, and I forgot to drop in that I worked at the new cheeseburger place and could get him free fries. He made me so nervous, and I desperately wanted him to like me. He stared at me with these big eyes, like he was sussing me out. And then, it happened. Finally, he said something, and I don't know what came over me with my answer. He said he loved rock music, and did I? I said yes, and I could tell that he was really pleased. But the truth is, I hate rock music. It's loud, I don't get it, I don't get the anger. Why not chill out to some lo-fi? He said that the Rockin' Tours were his favorite rock band. And I said that I liked her too. Cody laughed for ages and said I was really funny. And, wait for it, that's not even the worst thing I did either. I got carried away and told him I was a drummer in a rock band called Slurpee. And yes, I was holding a Slurpee at the time, and that's why I said it. We soon arranged to see each other, and I figured it would be okay. I'd swat up on all things rock and play down my drumming career somehow. We arranged to meet at a gig in the mosh pit, and I thought it sounded romantic. I wish I had my noise-canceling headphones. It was the least romantic thing ever. Everyone just headbanged and jumped up and down, including Cody. I should have said, let's go somewhere quieter where we can talk, but instead... I joined in. I was so relieved he finally wanted to go. Cody told me that he loved rock guys who wore eyeliner and nail polish, and I told him I did when I drummed at my gigs. Then, of course, he insisted on going to a gig, and this was my chance to say I didn't have any gigs lined up at the moment, or that I'd hurt my fingers so I couldn't play. But instead, I told him I had a gig at the end of the week. I know what you're thinking. There is no way he'd ever get away with that. Well, let me tell you what I did next. I found out where there was a rock gig at the end of the week. Then I had to get to the band, this one called Rage in Insanity. And this wasn't as easy as I thought. I had to wait backstage and then got pushed out of the way by a bunch of 12-year-olds. They were rough. Anyway, I finally got to speak with the band. I explained my situation, that I needed to look like a drummer in a rock band to impress a guy I liked. Could I play at their gig? I'd even pay them. After quite a bit of silence, the lead singer started laughing and didn't stop for a long time. The drummer got super offended, saying how drumming was an art and it shouldn't be mocked or its mechanics discarded, whatever that means. The guitarist said that they'd pay me to see the fallout of doing that. But they said no, and I wasn't taking it for an answer. I told them that I was in love. Don't we all do crazy things for love sometimes? And if we didn't, what's the point of love if it was just practical and routine? Know what I mean? And they still said no. What was I going to do? Luckily, the drummer felt really sorry for me and told me that he'd once flown to Australia to surprise his crush, and then she ghosted him. He even showed me a few moves on the drums, and I wasn't that bad. I quite enjoyed it, actually. It was becoming a hopeless situation. The next time I met with Cody, I was determined to tell him the truth this time. But instead, I told him that Slurpee broke up due to creative differences. He was disappointed, I could tell. We went to the rock gig anyway that he had tickets for. I should have said, or rather shouted because the music was so loud, that I'd had a change of heart in my career. But instead I said I hoped to form another band soon. What was wrong with me? Little did I know then that the truth was about to come out. There we were at the gig at the front, Cody headbanging away. Does he not ever get a headache, I wondered? Anyway, and who did they announce on stage next? Rage and Insanity. And Rage and Insanity recognized me. They invited me on stage, and while I protested, I saw Cody all excited, so I played along. I got up on stage and everyone went wild. The lead singer told me, "This is your moment." And I sat down at the drums and drummed my little drum rhythm that the drummer had taught me. I was doing it, and the band started to play. Cody was going crazy, jumping up and down. I was a rock star, a real rock star. And then I thought, drumming is easy, I'm a natural. And I drummed more, bashing on the saucepan lid things and the skin of the drum. The crowd was loving it, so I drummed more and more to a catchy crescendo. And I jumped up and took a bow, and looked into the crowd, and Rage and Insanity, Cody, and everyone else was just staring at me blankly. The lead singer whispered to me, "Dude, what were you thinking?" I didn't know what to do. I panicked. I needed to get off that stage as quickly as possible, but they turned off the lights and... Ah! I fell off the stage. Cody waited in the ambulance with me while they injected me with stuff to help with the pain. I confessed that I wasn't really a drummer, that I'd lied about being in a band, that I was sorry, and I just wanted him to like me. So what do you think Cody did? Did he say it was a romantic gesture, or did I put him off for good? Well, there are 0 missed calls off him, 0 taken calls, 0 texts, and 0 messages. 0 Cody. I did learn that pretending to like something I didn't just so someone might like me was dumb. I was wrong not to tell the truth. Was it worth it? Yes. Would I do it again? Hell yeah. Because love shouldn't be practical and routine. It should be fun, spontaneous, and make you giddy. I should just get over him and move on. But instead, I checked his Instagram. He sent me a message. Cody sent me a message! He lost his watch and wondered if I'd seen it. I mean, how was I going to have an excuse to talk to him again if I hadn't secretly taken it?